Wike Makinde or Tom Sean Atiku's campaign launch. CBN goes after state's farmers, over 600 billionaire unpaid loans. Gunmen kill 5 soldiers, 3 others in Anambra and Imo states. My leadership will inspire Nigeria to greater heights, says Tinubu. Mashina, not Lawan, is Yobe North senatorial candidate. Court rule, hashtag Obidati 2023 rally can't hold at the Lekki Toll Gate. DCO civilian killed in attack on Oyo police station. Akeredolu to federal government, arms are to protect Ondo residents. Okay, let's start with which story?
Okay, let me do Michina because I don't know why I was elated that we can find justice. So Michina was the Yobe senatorial candidate for Yobe North in the Yobe State, and the Senate president is also from that senatorial what do you call it, district or whatever. And he had gone to contest for the primaries of the APC presidential candidacy. He lost and then just came back as usual old practices to just come and fill the space, even though the names had been submitted by APC for primaries that had been done and concluded. And so I was wondering, how would they do this? Fortunately, the man who won insisted that I won fair and square. Even though some said it was uncontested, his name was just dropped, there was no election. They tried all sort of reinterpretation, but he went to court, and he went to court in June 22.
He thought he was going to win the primaries.
He thought he was going to win the presidential primaries, and then he lost, and then just came back home. You know the usual, they will hold forth. Yeah, this man did it in Imo State then. Okorocha, where one person held this for him, he lost primaries and came back. And all those things confuse people.
It does.
Proper democracy is that once you lose honorably. Yeah. And you go back to something else. So he insisted that he was the winner. Some people assured him and said they will fill his name, but that didn't work because the Federal High Court has confirmed that Michina is the one who won that elections. And I hope the APC will sit up so they don't have a repeat of Zamfara in that state.
I was going to take... Go ahead, Waki.
The Obi supporters... the court has ruled that the Obi supporters cannot march or cannot gather at the toll gates. That they can march past it to their destination, but that they can't gather there for any rally. The Obi supporters are blaming their opposition, saying it's the opposition that is engineering the... They wanted to hold an NSAS rally at the toll gates, and the court has ruled against it.
Okay, so Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the presidential flag bearer for the APC, had a march to launch the campaign yesterday in Abuja, and there he pledged to to launch Nigeria into a new thinking, innovative ideas, a vision with new innovation and ideas. He also said that he'll invite all Nigerians to join he and his running mate, Senator Shatima, on their journey as they set out on the shared vision and renewed hope for people of Nigeria. He also said that in the next week, in the coming weeks and months, they'll be taking their dream of a functional, safe, secure, and prosperous Nigeria to every part of Nigeria, and will continue to put forward their plan to lead a country towards a best future. The nation stands at the threshold of history, and we, like most every other nation in the world, face significant challenges, and some have been our own making. So he was just pretty much officially launching the march with the presidential campaign starting yesterday, and they started in Abuja.
Yeah, so the Ondo State Governor, Akeredolu, yesterday said his resolve to arm operatives of the state, Amoteco Corps, was to protect his people against marauders and conflict entrepreneurs. And he said that security outfits are backed by law, and so the operatives must be allowed to have access to sophisticated weapon. And you know, we saw the video of Katsina State where they said they got the vigilantes to carry AK-47 because they were practicing. So according to the statement made by Garba Shehu, he said that was just getting the Civil Defense Training College in Katsina to train the vigilantes of the state for a 5-day period in handling the pump-action rifle, and that the president has repeatedly made it clear that nobody is allowed to illegally carry AK-47 or any other automatic weapons, and that they must surrender them all. But Akeredolu is saying that this excuse is no longer plausible. We need these ammunition to be able to further protect our people. And that so far they've not heard that the governor of Katsina State has returned the AK-47 given to the vigilantes back to the coffers of government. And so things must be done properly.
Did you see the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
Were they AK-47? Because the Michelle was saying it was a pump action.
They said AK-47 and pump action.
Did you see the
Which
AK-47?
is worse. I don't know the difference between anyone.
AK-47, when you fire it, it goes brrrr.
And they didn't fire.
They didn't fire.
They
didn't fire. So, but I saw sophisticated weapons. I don't know which
the old stick in the form of weapon safe.
It's something.
You have to declare it.
Moving on to the Punch. Atiku launches campaign, books aggrieved governors boycott event. Controversy surrounds death of the Lagos restaurateur. Family friends mourn. Fear and ID scam. Court revokes director's bill, orders re-arrest. Senate ticket, Machina floors Malawan, seeks reconciliation. Dream killers, how South Africa's flawed visa process frustrates Nigerians. Politicians may destroy Nigeria, Obasanjo raises alarm. And oil theft, FG probes exploration production by IOCs. That's, yeah.
The major headline, yes. So the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, on Wednesday inaugurated the party's presidential campaign council in line with the 2023 elections timetable of INEC. And this was held at International Conference Center and marked with the launch of 3 books in honor of the presidential candidate. It was attended by governors, ex-governors of the PDP, and they had a lot of speaking. And so one of them, that's former Vice President Namadi Sambo, went ahead to describe Atiku as a man who knew the pathway to rescue Nigerian. And if you read the book, one of the books that they had written concerning Atiku, you will understand that he has the experience, he has the political drive, he knows how to rule and rescue Nigeria from all the problems. But Atiku also delivered his own speech, and he lamented all the problems we've had in Nigeria, from insecurity to failure of government to protect lives and property, the economy failing and everything that's bedeviling us. And he's saying that what we can do is that he has the power to restore Nigeria's unity through equity, social justice, mutual collaboration, and consensus among the citizenry. And he's outlined everything that he's going to be doing for Nigeria in a document titled My Covenant with Nigerians. So I think we should look forward to reading that to see what they have.
Okay, so yeah, in the continuation of the trial of the directors of the Process and Industrial Development Limited, you know, the actors in the PNID scam, the Federal High Court in Abuja has revoked the bail of Mr. Nolan James. He's one of the directors, and he was given a 100 million naira bail to, you know, to continue to come to court, but he's not shown up in court ever since. So the court has issued a bench warrant for his arrest, and he should be arrested anywhere in the world. They're also partnering with the Interpol to have him arrested. I think that's the best thing to do.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue with our reviews. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Punch, and I had a story because the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was saying that politicians may destroy Nigeria. He says that 2023 elections would either make or break our country. According to him, he was saying this while with the new president of CAN, that's Daniel Oko. He's the new visited Obasanjo yesterday, and he was saying that maybe the politicians will listen now that the Khan and the Sultan of Sokoto are exactly on the same side concerning the elections coming up, saying that if our politicians don't listen, maybe the people will listen, saying that Nigerians must watch it so that politicians do not wreck the country. If you stand for the truth, you stand for justice and equity, and we shouldn't let the politicians mess us up or play us around, according to Obasanjo, especially as he's referencing the coming elections in 2023. Okay, which other story?
The sad story of the Buka restaurateur that's died. He died 3 a.m. yesterday morning, and then they said he committed suicide. He had depression, and then he committed suicide. But everybody is keeping quiet. They haven't really talked about it. The restaurant is still open. They asked somebody at the restaurant, but he pleaded anonymity. He says, yes, he has heard he's dead, but they don't know what killed him. The suicide is a rumor. Nobody is sure. But they should just please, everybody give them peace. Let the family mourn in peace.
Right. Moving on now to Daily Sun. Atiku confidence of victory, Wike's allies absent at PCC inauguration. 2023 may make or mar Nigerians, Obasanjo warns. Nigeria at 62, NAF asked Abuja residents not to panic over aerial plane rehearsal. Muslim ticket along Dogara trade tackles. CBN goes after states, firms, individuals to recover the 9.3 trillion naira intervention loans. Stop threatening us with Igbo president, Northern elders tell Ohaneze. Bloomberg tips Obi to win presidential elections. All right, which story are we starting with? Let me start with the Bloomberg story. So Bloomberg, in an opinion poll, has favored the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. According to Bloomberg, they had a data company in San Francisco surveyed about 3,973 Nigerians across the 6 geopolitical zones. They didn't tell us the division with the male and female, but according to out of those surveys, 92% said they had decided to vote. 72% named Peter Obi as their candidate. 45% said that 61-year-old former governor Anambra State is their preferred candidate. And I'm trying to look at the other data that this poll gave us. It said that the other candidates were divided with 16% each. That's Ashwaju and Atiku Abubakar. And I mean, it was a very, very interesting poll that was run in San Francisco with 3,973 respondents.
Okay, so the CBN has started moves to recover an estimated 9.3 trillion intervention funds given during COVID-19 and after COVID-19 pandemic to assist manufacturers and businesses, including state government. The Director of Development Finance Department of the CBN, Mr. Yusuf Baba-Ahmed, says that they've recovered 3.75 trillion so far, but they've not been able to recover 9.3 trillion, and that the monies that have not matured is just about 5 trillion. That Nigerians took this gift with the assumption that they are cash gifts and that, you know, they are loans or grants that they don't have to pay back.
That's the anchors borrowers. Some of them were anchors borrowers.
Yes. He said that under the anchor borrowers, they gave some states these interventions and that they are doing everything to recover.
It's really unfair.
It's annoying.
Because if you don't give back, another farmer can't benefit. Somebody else can benefit. They give you money, you think it's a national cake. It's not your national cake. It's a loan for you to build your business.
Yeah, people
I understand people who actually take loans and they don't even intend
to pay back.
I love that for states, they are going straight from FAC to remove
the source,
1 trillion at least.
You know?
Painful. So, Ohaneze Ndigbo yesterday advised the Northern Elders Forum not to take serious any statement from people bent on belittling the Apex Igbo body by faking to be a part of them. So there was a statement credited to, I want to get his name now, one Okechukwu Isigu Zoro, who probably who had threatened that if an Igbo person does not win this 2023 elections, there will be a form of unrest. That's me paraphrasing now, in the country. And the Northern Elders Quorum were saying that this is not the time to be threatening people like this. This is a form of demarketing even yourselves, because Nigerians will not be put under any form of pressure to vote anybody. So Ohaneze is saying that this person is not a part of us. We have constantly warned him not to make such utterances. And Ohaneze stands for unity, stands for history, stands for... there was something they wrote here. I wanted to get everything together. But in other words, Ohaneze is not in the business of threatening Nigerians to vote for a particular person or not. They are all working together to see how they can vote someone who has competence. And so they should ignore this Mr. Okechukwu in his utterances that Ohaneze is not backing him up.
I love the way you say Ohaneze.
Ndigbo. But that's
I'll
it.
call it Ohaneze.
Anyway, please.
Vanguard.
Wait, sorry. NAF, the Nigerian Air Force, have said that in Abuja, if you hear whoa, don't be afraid. is practicing. They are doing rehearsal.
Did you see yesterday? They're jumping off the parachute. Did you see them?
I didn't see
the video.
Yeah.
People now look at, hey, look at them. They can't jump on fire on Nepa polo. They can't jump on Nepa polo.
Where did you hear whoa, 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 whoa from? In the paper?
No,
paraphrasing now.
Because I read it, I didn't see whoa, whoa.
If you hear whoa, whoa, what makes you right? You communicated.
That's what the place.
The plane we do now. You can hear it. I'm saying,
yeah.
Don't be afraid. Just us rehearsing.
Vanguard. Let's find a story we've not taken. We must halt Nigeria's descent into anarchy, says Atiku. Nigeria 62 General Abdulsalami warns Nigerians against vote buying. Jubilation in Yobe as court declares Machina APC senatorial candidate. I'll take my campaign to all parts of Nigeria, says Tinubu. NDLA drug war, FG approves 580 million naira for armored vehicles over fear of reprisal attacks on personnel. Oh, fantastic. Someone take that story.
Yes, I did. So,
let me take 1 second. Let me just finish up. 3 feared dead as RTEAN rival groups clash in Lagos. BASA doesn't obligate CBN to provide forex for repatriation, says Emil Philip. Okay.
Okay, so
let's start with NDLA.
According to the Attorney General of the Federation, yesterday, FEC approved 580 million for the purchase of 4 armored vehicles for the NDLA. Following this recent, success that a recovery of 194 billion naira worth of drug that they did, they think that they should be more empowered to do more. So the approval has come, and the money is, they plan to deliver before the end of the year, within 2 weeks or so, 2 months of the approval.
They need all the support. I'm not sure it's armored vehicle they need, but they need all the support they need.
They do, because the raids in Lagos might not need an armored vehicle, but the ones in data,
you need though.
If they know, go away.
They're not going.
If you know yourself.
All right, let's move on. We have a story in Vanguard.
It was just that there was a rival, the RTA and the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria clashed with another transport, they say, and the 3 are feared dead. It was, but Lagos has read the Riot Act. We will not tolerate any fighting, the breakdown of law. These are our peaceful states. So yes, please give yourselves. Yes.
Okay, let's move on quickly now to the Nigerian Tribune. Let's find a story we haven't taken. I think we're taking all this. NRC lost 531 million naira in 6 months to Abuja Kaduna train shutdown, says MD. Gunmen killed DCO, suspect in Oyo police station attack. Kogi flood displaced 50,000 lawmakers, says. Building collapses in Ondo, kills 52-year-old carpenter. 2 feared killed as RTEAN factions clash in Lagos. I think those are the only series I'm not taking. Who has a...
The government?
Yes.
Yes, so a divisional crime officer and the suspect, names withheld, have been killed during an attack on the police station by gunmen at Oyo State. It said that the government just stormed into the police station and started shooting sporadically into the air. They scared a lot of people around, and unfortunately, this DCO was killed and a suspect. So investigations are already going on, and the governor of the state is saying that they would fish out anyone who is responsible for these people coming to harm police.
Yeah, you know, I read the story in The Nation. Okay. In The Nation, they said it started because an eyewitness said to The Nation that the police were trying to extort money from this driver.
Oh.
So it is his gang, I think, that
came. Wow.
And now started to shoot. That's the story in
The Nation. Yes, I took this in the Tribune. Wow.
All right, that's all we can take on Front Page Review.